coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time.
And he's checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Porzingis, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Anthony. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Lopez in for... Ricky Rubio on the court for Minnesota. Out on the wing with Muhammad. Pekovic is out there with Garnett, and it's Lopez in at the one. Well, from long range, we've got a set of point guards here that have been extremely hot. Those are their three-point percentages for the last 10 games. And you look at Lopez, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Jose Calderon, a little bit ahead of him.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting. So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to them. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
Lopez with another miss. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one after the win against the Nuggets.
Their shooting percentage in that game was ridiculous. I mean, they created a lot of good looks for themselves, and you could see they were in rhythm and just continued to knock it down.
And guys, I thought the key was simply getting that ball side to side, reversing it, keeping pressure on the defense. That really opened up the court for them, and I think that's why they got so many good shots.
Count the bucket. New York leading by 12. It's now been a decade since the Minnesota Timberwolves played postseason basketball. Last trip to the postseason for the Wolves back in 2004.
Wow, that was a long time ago. And if you're wondering, that is the longest playoff drought in the league currently. Wolves want nothing more than to get back to playing playoff basketball, and featuring the #1 pick in last year's draft will help.
Good way to start, you're right. And the shot is good.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Here's Galloway. Lays it up and banks it in. Galloway has got his first basket.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Shot's good.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
New York's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Martin against Calderon. Pass to Afflalo. Wants to get it to Serafin and does. Back to Afflalo. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Pekovic.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
The shot by Williams, no good. And Kevin Martin, the bucket on the assist by Lopez. Martin's got 5 now.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Calderon against Lopez. And Afflalo wide open. He shoots. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Lopez outside. Inside, here's Pekovic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Pekovic has got his first bucket of the night. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Galloway. Sinks the triple.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
Here's Lopez. From outside, off the mark. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to the Trailblazers.
Throughout the first half, even into the third quarter, they had the game totally under control. But man, they just fell apart, collapsed in the fourth quarter. They should not have lost this game.
You know, I really think that they thought the game was over. And oftentimes, as soon as you start to look ahead, you lose that momentum, and then you can't recover. That seems to be the case in that one.
Outside Williams. A fadeaway. Afflalo. That's good. Afflalo's got 13 points.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Lopez with the ball. Now guarded by Afflalo. The fader. Another three that time. A beautiful shot from Lopez.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
He kicks it to Jang. Unloads from 9. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And stolen by Jang. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Finishes the break with a slam.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
The Knicks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And both free throws good for Seraphin. So it's Minnesota now, trailing here by 8. And it's Miller penetrating. And again, it's Minnesota.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill.
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case in the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Knicks, Porzingis is out there with Anthony. Then there's Calderon. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Galloway in at the 1 spot. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 36 points, and there didn't seem to be much you could do to stop him. Shooting efficiently from both the field and the foul line. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it will be.
And then for New York, Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. And it's Afflalo in for Jose Calderon. Lopez with the steal. They're running. Moving it up. Poked away. And Now the Knicks on the break. Here's Galloway, and the shot is good. Galloway's got 7.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Lopez, no luck.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly, that's the right look. The decision was good, he just didn't execute.
By himself, rips down the breakaway slam.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for him.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Galloway, the pass to Williams. On the wing of Flalo, covered by Martin. And Flalo kicks to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. You look at Gorgui Dieng and his development in the league out of Louisville. What a big jump for him last season.
And that's a great point. That first year, you could tell the game's a little too fast, and he was a bit overwhelmed, but started to get more and more minutes throughout the season and really blossomed with the extra opportunity.
Here's Galloway. Lopez covering. Aflalo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Dieng last season doubled his points per game, got enough rebounds where he could be a double-double player every night in the near future.
And Dieng isn't a young player by any means, but he has learned how to fill a niche on a team quickly. Just offers good numbers and intangibles in a lot of places on the stat sheet.
And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Got a piece of it. Lopez dishes to Martin. Got that bucket in no time at all. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Lopez outside.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Dieng with the screen for Lopez. And Dieng gets it to go. Dieng's got 6 points in the quarter.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
From deep Aflalo. Again, Aflalo missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Pekovic with a screen. Lopez drives in. Outside for Martin. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
They set the pick. Anthony, the pass to Serafin. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Martin wide open. He fires. Drills the 3-pointer. Martin's got 12.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
Muhammad, no luck. Knicks trail by 13. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No coverage, that's it. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
Not much working for him as he moves to 1 of 6 now in the quarter.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And both free throws good for Lopez. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Freak with the ball. Here's Dieng. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Dieng's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
He's checked in for Lopez. Amundsen comes in for Porzingis. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Timberwolves leading by 19.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on as the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Lopez in at shooting guard. Ahmed is out there with Gorgie Dang. It's Andre Miller, and it's Pekovic in at the 5 down low. Dishes to Calderon. Can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
Oh, Quinn can't hit.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. And the lead continues to increase. They are just playing flawless basketball at both ends.
Greg, I can't identify an area where this team has underperformed. I mean, they've been 5-star in every category.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. They set the pick. Galloway kicks to Anthony. The 11-footer, and the shot is good. Anthony's got 10 points in just the second half.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Fades back. Here's Lopez, and Anthony sends it back. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Anthony leading the charge. Calderon, no good. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Stolen by O'Quinn. And a fast break now for New York. Anthony leading the charge. The shot's good on the assist by Calderon. 17 points for Carmelo Anthony. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. The wide open look here for Lopez. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Lopez. Good on the three-point shot. Lopez has got 5 points now this quarter. And it's the Knicks with the ball. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Knicks fans, these are your AC answers. Go on, give it up.
Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month. The Timberwolves second.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they've passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for New York. Derek Williams comes in for Langston Galloway. To the middle, here's Williams. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
And last season, really a tale of two halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over quality teams, and Rubio's impact was certainly noticeable. He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Now the pass to O'Quinn, 13 feet away. And that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got his 9th assist in the game now.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, yeah, he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
And Andre Miller, what a virtuoso floor general he has been. By far the career leader in assists among active players. Over 1,000 more assists than the next guy on the list, which is Chris Paul.
Aaron Aflalo, who's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Getting back to Miller last year, he was 16th in the league, which is pretty remarkable.
Yeah, a couple of things happened. I thought he slowed down a little, and he was playing behind John Wall. That led to the fewest minutes per game of his career, and the rest of his stats kind of followed suit.
6 to shoot. Miller against Calderon. The shot, no good.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Some room here for Lopez. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Lopez has got 26.
And we're seeing the shots start to fall for them now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point.
Williams double team. New York moving it around. The drive by Anthony. 11 feet out and he hits it. Anthony's got 16 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Lopez against Aflalo. Lopez inside. Williams with the defensive effort. Knicks trail by 20. Here's Calderon. Muhammad grabs the board.
Man, he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared. Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Calderon dishes to Anthony. The kick out to Aflalo. Here's the three. Minnesota with the rebound. 40 seconds left in the third. Lopez with the ball. Williams picks him up. The dish to Pekovic. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Here's Anthony. The 15-footer, good. Anthony's got 18 points just in the second half.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Miller, the pass to Lopez. Pekovic with a screen. And he overshot that one, missing.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway.
And we welcome you back as we get going here. And he's checked in for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Derek Williams. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Towns. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Lopez, he's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Andre Miller has subbed in for Ricky Rubio. We've got Kyle O'Quinn. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Calderon, and it's Porzingis in a two-guard. That's the five for New York right now.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
But, Steve, you know, you don't see this kind of a blowout often. But tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment to
Well, you know what? I thought they did a nice job of playing against the game. They kept the pressure on and clearly were dominant in every area.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
Sometimes, guys, it's hard during the first meeting of a season to get a feel for a team, but these guys came out and made the necessary adjustments, and I think they've got to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series against the Knicks.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Lopez. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result. Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Thomas checked in for Lopez, and it's Vujacic in for Porzingis. Minnesota also with the sub. Bielitsa's checked in, and Muhammad kicks to Miller. Lopez outside. Shoots. The shot misses. Good D by Thomas. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business.
Ricky, what was...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks. Freak.
The only color...
Mr. Don.